It's just not a pleasant thing. According to StopBullying.gov, 20% of people aged 12 to 18 have experienced bullying in America. Bullying affects all youths, and its effects can be felt till adulthood, because you know what? That shit stays with you. It's an awful experience, and no kid ever deserves to be bullied. So, with that in mind, who the fuck actually wants to be bullied?
Don't Toy With Me Nagatoro is one of the most popular anime this season. If you've been hanging around the weeb space recently, you've probably seen this face floating around. Perhaps you've seen it as a screenshot while scrolling down in your timeline or near the top anime being watched right.
You've seen it as someone's profile picture. If it's not already your profile picture.
I feel like Nagatoro is that one show where people seem to have more of an opinion about the people watching Nagatoro than Nagatoro itself. In between her face being the topical waifu profile picture of the month, and people losing their minds at one of the subtitles using some word that conveyed Nagatoro's feeling of mistrust towards another party or something.
It kind of feels like publicly liking the show is the equivalent of being that guy who turns up at an anime convention wearing an ahegao hoodie, using words like poggers in a normal sentence, like that's a socially acceptable thing people do in a functioning society.
But why are so many people getting so riled up about Nagatoro this season, and what is it about the girls teasing a flustered classmate that seems to be becoming the trend nowadays? Are those of us watching this doing so just because they have some masochism complex where they want some anime girl to step on them and call them trash?
Yes.
Well, that's what I'm here to find out. Because surely there's more to this than meets the eye, right? So what's this all about? I will now begin the plot synopsis of Don't Toy With Me Nagatoro. Don't Toy With Me Nagatoro follows this girl, Nagatoro, as she toys with her senpai. That concludes the plot synopsis of Don't Toy With Me Nagatoro. This is the latest show in a new trend that's popping up called Dipshit Smug Girl Mentally Abuses Senior Classmate for the Amusement of Weebs Worldwide. Or, I mean, I guess we could just call it the teasing genre. And most of these shows are just exactly that. Normally it follows an unlikely duo between a talking anime profile picture and her senpai. And the show takes us through various situations where the girl playfully teases her classmate of interest like they are still on the school playground. Except this time, those girls that bullied you as a kid are just secretly doing so because they like you and not because they're just cunts who picked on an easy target like that one time you got shamed in front of everyone just because you liked anime. Oh man, this got pretty real. The biggest difference though, right off the bat between this and other shows like Teasing Master Takagi-san and Uzaki-chan is that, man, Nagatoro doesn't hold back. Like, okay, our main boy is a beta with a capital B. The man has a spine of a fucking jellyfish, and Nagatoro isn't afraid to remind him of that one bit. In episode 1, she bullies him, insults him, makes him cry. This ain't just your average teasing. This is full-on mind break, CIA interrogation, psychological warfare, just to let this guy know that he has small PP energy. I was honestly taken aback at how hard she went initially. There wasn't anything playful about it, it was just full-on mean-spirited. There were some moments that made me so uncomfortable for the guy that I actually think I physically took cringe damage. Thankfully, that was just episode 1 though, and as the series goes on, it transitions to something far less mean-spirited and more just playful teasing. But this start certainly doesn't help to diminish the image people have of this show and the people who watch it. See, there's just something about the setup and dynamics of the main leads that makes it feel like everyone knows who this series is targeted towards and what the main appeal is.
And that was definitely evident when I've read ahead in the manga, because I see this art, I see the premise, and I see these beautifully smug faces that perfectly catch the eye, and I remember immediately thinking one thing. Oh, this guy's definitely drawn porn.
Which, unsurprisingly, if you look further into it, oh, he has. And look, I know we're not allowed to say that this anime girl gets people horny anymore without the risk of getting arrested by the Twitter police, but I think a massive part of the initial appeal for anyone who's, partaken in the consumption of artistic drawings of the cultured nature is that this just radiates the same energy as a lot of doujinshis you've probably seen. And I feel like there are a bunch of shows that air nowadays that radiate that same energy. I can't put my finger on exactly what this is, because it's not as simple to say, hey, this is just like every other ecchi fan service show, because it's not. But if I had to put it into words, it takes a very specific skill set to be able to create some of the mischievous facial expressions you see in Nagatoro Nagatoro make. You see, some of the most well-known doujinshi artists have a certain talent at making unique and extreme facial expressions to complement some of the more intense moments of their doujins. Let's just say there are some very memorable faces out there, and sometimes you see that same energy radiating from the art and facial expressions even if the situations aren't exactly the same as what you'd find in that other genre. I mean, look at this perfectly smug face. Look at these noodle arms. It's like that bitch from Itadaki Seiki had a tanned baby with a bowl of cup ramen. Like, the exact moment that I confirmed it for me was during the beach chapter, where of course all the girls show up in swimsuits. Alright, okay, nothing too unusual here, just a normal beach episode, and then Nagatoro shows up and I'm just like, wait a minute. Are those tan lines? Oh, this motherfucker knows exactly what he's doing. I mean, come on, just look at this. The man even broke the cardinal sin and gave Nagatoro both flesh fangs and actual fangs. I don't know if he's trying to start a civil war or stop one, but he ain't losing either way. Combine this with the teasing, the almost masochistic dynamic at times shared between the two main leads, and this is very, very reminiscent to the dynamics in certain other places. And because of that, I can kind of see why so many of the crowd that partakes in the consumption of artistic drawings of the cultured nature seem to be the ones that were reading Nagatoro and other works similar to it. You can almost see the invisible tags of culture on the episodes, even if compared to other ecchi manga and anime out there right now, this one's actually quite tame in comparison from a fan service perspective.
You know, with all this context in mind, it kind of feels like...
Don't say it.
You know, it kind of feels...
There's a place that I know where the pride of the island shore.
Feels like...
I know what you're thinking, don't fucking say it.
It kind of feels like having that bratty little sister hentai dynamic without having to morally worry about the incest tag.
Oh, for fuck's sake, God, you just had to say it. Oh my God, and I feel like this is the main reason why Nagatoro and the shows like it have the image and reputation that they do. If you just watch the first episode, see the crowds circling in, know where the artist came from, you're probably like, alright, I know exactly who and what this is for. It's the Ahegao hoodie wearing crowd. Probably has an anime profile picture, definitely watches hentai. Maybe it's that one guy who thinks shouting out Discord memes in public is funny, even if they weren't even funny on Discord. But reading further into the manga, there's something that just gets kinda drowned out in the general discussion that I haven't seen many people mention. Yo, this is awesome as fuck. That's right, this Nagatoro. The same Miss Gonna Cry, Piss Your Pants, I'll Step in Your Pee-Pee, Nice to Meet You Ma'am, Your Son Calls Me Mummy Too, Nagatoro, is wholesome. And I'm not just talking about the obvious, well, you know, she's really mean to him, but secretly she really likes him, ooh-woo-goo. Even if that is somewhat true. But there is genuine character and relationship development between the two. The biggest draw that kept me watching the next episode, that kept me reading the next chapter of the manga, wasn't to see what culture tag we'd be adding next, but because in between the teasing and the bullying, out of nowhere the show would just slap this really heartwarming moment you weren't expecting that would just make you go, God damn. That was adorable as fuck. And also, since it starts off being a very episodic virgin bullying of the week kind of show, I was honestly surprised when the manga started to introduce story arcs, with an actual reoccurring plotline, which is when I actually started to get properly hooked into the manga. Recently, we've even been finding out a bit more about Nagatoro, and while it's no dramatic dark backstory, what it does do is give opportunities for our main boy Senpai. Wait, what the fuck is his actual name? Are you fucking kidding me? What it does do is give opportunities for our main boy to affect Nagatoro and vice versa. Honestly, my favorite parts of the manga is seeing how the both of them slowly change each other in a positive way. By hanging around Nagatoro, Naoto gradually gains confidence in himself, not only in his social situations, but his talents as well. And despite what she may appear like on the surface, the same happens for Nagatoro. Seeing the both of them playing off one another and motivating each other to change for the better might not be the most original thing I've ever seen, but goddamn if it isn't wholesome as hell. I was surprised that genuine character development was happening in front of me that before I knew it, I was invested. I don't know, there's just something about an unlikely duo helping one another and possibly developing feelings for each other that I just have a soft spot for, okay? Look, I love me some straightforward romantic wholesomeness like Horimiya, but sometimes I just need a little bit of that tension. You gotta tickle the balls just a little bit. I need a little bit of that spice like with... Nope. I'm just not gonna go there anymore. Unfortunately, pair a beta male afraid of his own shadow with a smug tsundere who doesn't know how to come to terms with her own feelings, and what this means is, of course, that it takes fucking forever for any meaningful development to happen within their relationship. Normally, I'm against anime relationships that progress at a slower pace than Hawking radiation, but you know what? I'm here for it. I get it. I'll just live off that high of seeing that one blushing wholesome moment in between months of getting blue balls just, oh God, please just don't be teasing my heart and please give them a happy ending. You know, I think I finally get the teasing genre. These anime are basically just like edging, but for the soul. God, I hate the way my mind works sometimes. In conclusion, despite how the series starts off, Nagatoro is a genuinely wholesome story about two unlikely characters affecting each other for the better. Yes, it may at first remind you of a lot of doujins you've seen and it may have some fan servicey elements, but this isn't nearly as horny as I thought it was going to be. And the further I got, the more I just wanted to see the two of them be happy. I started for the smug, but I stayed for the smile.
So yes, I like Nagatoro. Because of course I fucking do. I initially came into this ready to brush it off as just the new hot waifu profile picture of the month. You know what? I'll get some easy memes and views out of this, job done, let's move on. But I came out of this being like, what other bully manga are there out there? Maybe I'll read this one, or this one, or this one. That one looks good. Oh God, have I awoken something inside myself? Again? You know what? Why am I even trying to deny it anymore? I might as well just accept who I really am and take my place with the people I truly belong with. Poggers. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you again to Raycon for sponsoring me today. Look, if you've been watching my stuff for a while, you know the deal. Once again, I am asking you for my Raycon support. You see, Raycon are back at it again, disrupting the entire electronics industry by offering premium wireless earbuds for about half the price of its competitors. They give 6 hours of playtime, seamless Bluetooth pairing, more bass and a more compact design for a more comfortable, noise-isolating fit. Raycon was co-founded by Ray J, and celebrities like Mike Tyson and Snoop Dogg are obsessed with them. They offer their wireless earbuds in a range of fun colors and patterns with a variety of fit options and no dangly wires or stems. And don't forget that Raycon also have a 45-day free return policy. Honestly, I've been using my Raycons every day for the last month or so because I've recently just picked up my Japanese lessons again.
I am increasingly impressed by how furious people can get over minute changes on the internet. Discord changed its colors and logo today, and the whole internet had a collective panic attack. You see, this color is too bright and the controller is a little differently shaped, and to be like, oh, I don't like it, is one thing, but I've seen a lot of people losing their minds.
Once again, Discord ruins its platform. What a despicable act from Discord. Commence action, brethren. Let's burn down Discord HQ.
Look, I'm sure Discord does a lot of shitty criminal acts behind the scenes, just like every company in existence, but let's save our animosity for something more important. A lot of the replies to this announcement are very hilarious to me. Like this guy, and no disrespect towards him, challenged the commenters to come up with a better font. He came up with this, which is essentially just Arial. This is the reason fonts have devolved over the years to become more simple, recognizable, and boring. Logos decades ago were very colorful and interesting, but brands have opted for simplistic, flat renditions of their brand because they believe it to be more recognizable and trendy. Now don't get me wrong, this logo could be better. It's still kind of flat and uninteresting to me. I think I prefer the new color mixed with the old text, you know, something in between. So now it's time to take to Twitter, @Discord. How dare you try and change your logo? You are out of your goddamn minds. Do you know how much this offends me? You suck. You should be ashamed of yourselves. I hope all the company's employees rot and die. I am so stressed about this that I think I'm going to band together with my fellow colleagues and decimate Discord headquarters immediately. Fuck you. Okay, see, now if we just change this to Amazon, and change this to exist. Now we change this to this. There, now it's a banger tweet. So yeah, now you have a bunch of big-brained people on the internet basically going on there and pretending they have every expertise ever. They log on and they're like, oh, this Discord logo sucks, I can do better. And then they roll into the Twitter threads with this.
Ever get the feeling you're being watched? Well, maybe you are. Hackers could see what you send over Wi-Fi, or steal the personal information on your devices. Like your payment details. That's why Norton 360 includes a VPN for online privacy, device security, and more. Keep prying eyes out. Get Norton 360. Go to nz.norton.com.
Hello everyone, this is SoundRoute, and welcome back to another video inside of Discord. This time, we are going to be impersonating myself. I know, it sounds pretty crazy, but I love to do crazy things because they're usually pretty interesting. So now I'm on this alt with my name and profile picture, but the tag is different though, because I can't be bothered to buy Nitro. So even though the tag is different, hopefully I can prank people by claiming that I'm the actual SoundRoute in their DMs. Now, when I DM people, they obviously will not believe me, but I want to see what happens, and I can reveal to them that I'm actually SoundRoute, and their reaction would be priceless. So let's see what happens then. So luckily, my server is really smart, or rather my bot is, thank you Sounds Utilities. So if anybody does name themselves SoundRoute in the server, they will automatically change their nickname to something else, so it's obvious that they're not actually me. I mean, there's no point in talking in my server with my alt in that case, so I'm just gonna go ahead and DM some people. Alright, let's DM Vladimir Putin. Maybe he's gonna give us a free Nitro or something. Alright, I said, hey, this is SoundRoute. Can I get a free Nitro, please? He said, yeah, sure, just press Alt and F4. No, that makes you exit Discord. Haha, I'm smart. I'm not gonna be falling for that. I said, if you are a fan of SoundRoute, you should give him Nitro. Aha, big brain. If you were smart enough, you wouldn't ask someone to give you Nitro, because you're a fake SoundRoute. Lamau. Well, I don't know if I'm that fake, guys. Am I actually fake? Maybe this entire channel is a fake, and you guys are not watching the real sound. You're watching a fake video. Oh my god. That's crazy. Anyway, let's keep begging. Uh-oh, he said a no-no word right there. I'm gonna have to censor that in the video. Uh-oh. Is this for a video? Yes, I'm testing my fans. It's a pretty good excuse, isn't it? I gotta say. Because SoundRoute's user is SoundRoute3902. Yeah, I'm on an alt account to test if you are loyal. Lamau. I love this guy's reaction. You know, if I was in his shoes, obviously I would do the same thing, because there's no way to tell if I'm real or not, but in fact, I actually am. I'll give you Nitro on one thing, okay? Oh guys, this is perfect. He'll give me Nitro if I just link my YouTube channel. So this is perfect. But I want to run this a bit further, so let's see what happens. Oh, sorry, I lost the password. I can't log in. I have to find it again. Oh, dumbest excuse ever. I want to run this a little bit longer, guys. This will be funny. But you can trust me, I'm real. The real SoundRoute isn't online. Oh, I have a good idea. This will spook him a little bit, okay? I'm gonna go online right now on my main account. Alright, there. I just went online on my main account. Let's see what he says. Look, my main account is now online. Oh, this will be funny. That's pretty funny, lol. So give Nitro, please. He said he's getting it. Alright, he's probably gonna put in like a fake GIF of Nitro, or maybe like a Rickroll link. We'll see what happens. Oh, there we go, the fake Nitro image. I don't want a fake image, bro. I want real Nitro. He said fine. Huh. Oh, wow, that's rude. He gave me a loser gift. What the heck, man? Please, bro, how else can I prove I'm sound so I can get Nitro? I'm gonna make another really dumb excuse for this next one. You know, this is actually a legit one, okay? He asked for me to make him a free role, but if you make a role in my server, because there's so many members and so many roles, it'll actually crash the server. No, this is legit, guys. If I try to make a role on my server, it'll crash it, because it's so laggy. I said I'm gonna set my main status to online. There, I just said it. Look at that. Online. Wow, look at that. Epic. Holy crap. Wow. Okay, bye. He said he can't believe this. Well, he failed the trust exercise, so there we go. Alright, let's try someone else. This guy was pretty funny. Alright, I'm messaging this guy. He's an art poster in my server, or rather an artist. He has a good taste for the fine arts. And I'm asking him for some free nitro. Epic. Whoa! Dude, what the heck? I might have to demote this guy. He just said the F word. Oh, he edited it. Okay. Alright, this is pretty funny, guys. I said I'm not very happy with the words you chose. I'm gonna have to demote you if you continue. Oh, this guy right here, Putin, has said I'm the real Soundrout to this guy right here in chat. So we'll see what happens, I guess. Nice fake Soundrout. No, I'm real. I'm testing my fans' trust in a video where they give me nitro. Well, I did block this guy, not gonna lie, because he kept pinging me in channels a lot, so, you know, it had to be done. But if you find an alt that tells this to you, don't actually give them nitro, okay? I wouldn't do this on a regular occasion where I actually take your nitro. If this person asks you for nitro, don't give it to them, even if it's me, because I wouldn't even take your nitro anyway. No, you aren't, and enjoy your warn. Why? I haven't said anything in Sounds World. Oh no, I got muted. Oh, that's so sad. He's saying if I'm the real Soundrout, I should give myself mod, but I said I don't want to blow my cover. I want to be stealthy, guys. Oh, he said he doesn't have nitro. Well, fair enough. Putin is trying to explain to everyone in my server that I'm real. I don't think that's the case. Alright, I've messaged this guy. His name is The Almighty. And I said, can you please sub to my channel? Because I thought asking for nitro was a bit too much. Not a lot of people would probably be able to do that anyway. So if I asked him to subscribe to my channel, that might be a little bit better. Oh, he said why? I need subscribers. No you don't. Ooh, has he caught me for faking being the Soundrout? The mighty Soundrout? You don't actually need subs for a channel. Well, that's true facts right there, not gonna lie. You don't need subscribers for a YouTube channel. I mean, you can have it, you can want it, but you don't need it. This guy's true. But having more subs is cool, and I want to be cool. Oh my lord, I'm getting pinged a lot in the server, gosh. I think Putin is desperately trying to tell people that I'm real. Ugh, this is weird. No! Oh my god! The Almighty said no. How dare you? You're in my fan server, but you're not subbed? Why? What the heck? Oh, he sent this cute cat picture. It's like a bruh. Alright, I'm asking him for proof that he subscribed. I need this one subscriber, please. Oh, and if you're not subscribed yet and you're watching this video, chances are you're enjoying my content. So, oh my god, he's not subscribed? How dare you? I got a DM from this guy randomly saying, bruh, stop saying you're real. Just stop. Oh, this guy said, prove to me you're real, and then yes, I'll believe you. Show me your YT account, or just say, hi, Xylus in general. I said I forgot my password. You know, I actually didn't forget it. That would be pretty dumb if I forgot my password on a channel with almost 140,000 subscribers. Oh god. Alright, our next victim here is Watchful Bear. I said, can you please subscribe to my channel? And then I linked my actual channel. This will be epic. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so many DMs now. What the heck? People actually think I'm real now. Oh, this guy finally responded and he just said no. That's it. Just no. Why? Oh my god, I'm getting so many DMs, guys. What is going on? I literally haven't done that much. People really think I'm the actual sound now. Oh my god. Oh, he said if I'm real, go to a video of my channel and screenshot it. Okay. Alright, I sent him this screenshot, which shows literally nothing. Alright, this guy says, am I the real Soundrout? I'm a big fan, I love your vids. I said, yes, I am real. Don't you have Nitro? Not on this account. Got him. I sent him this screenshot again, which shows literally nothing, and it doesn't show that I own the channel. And then I said, no, I was just on my second channel looking at my main one. Big brain right there. Aw, he sent a fake Nitro gift. By the way, I'm sorry if it's really confusing right now. I'm getting a ton of DMs, so I have to swap between them a lot. He just sent me my Discord ID. That literally means nothing. Anyone can get your ID. So I sent him his ID as well. Oh, he said, log into YouTube and upload a video. He said no. Today or no Nitro. This guy invited me to a call. That's interesting. How about I join it? Hello? How's it going? You wanna talk or something? Is that it? Why is your mic muted, bro? Are you gonna talk? You wanna ask something? Yeah? Okay. Are you not gonna use your mic? That'll be much easier. The Soundrope group. I don't know what you mean, bro. You mean the server? That must be me then. This account. This is my alt account. So is this good enough to prove that I'm real? No. For all you know, this could be a voice changer to make my voice sound like Soundrout. I could still be fake, you know. There's people that have copied other people's voices. Yeah, you thought I was real, and then I told you that I could be fake, and now you think I'm fake. So, cool. You're not falling for it. You're gonna laugh when I upload the video tomorrow. That's gonna be funny. You're gonna be like, OMG, I'm in a video, that's insane. Oh, that was pretty funny. I wonder what his reaction is gonna be tomorrow, but unfortunately, I probably won't be able to include that in the video, because the video will be what makes him get that reaction, so it'll be pretty funny. Xylus said he wants to hear if I'm actually sound. And I said I analyze Sound's voice in videos to make a voice that sounds like his. Big brain moment. Hello, Xylus, how's it going?
Hey, yeah.
Hello?
Hi,
Yeah.
you actually sound...
Well, yeah, obviously, I'm using that Epic software. It actually recorded lots of Sound's videos, like 200 of his videos. And it put it into a special program, and it learned from all of his voices.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now I can sound exactly like Soundrout.
Honestly, that's very impressive. Very impressive.
It's actually a free software. I can give it to you if you want to try it out.
Bet. Alright, let's see it.
Hang on, let me get a link. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Alright, it's called voice cloning. It's really cool, new technology.
Okay.
Here, I got a link. There you go. This is a really cool voice cloning program. It makes free voices.
How does it work, actually?
Yeah, you gotta input lots of different audio files, like the ones from Sound's videos, and it all puts it into this big learning machine, basically, and it learns from his voice, and it makes an automated one. So you input text, or you can talk, and it instantly changes to his voice.
Yeah.
You can try it out if you want. It actually works surprisingly well.
Check it out in my free time. Right now, I'm kind of busy.
Okay,
but,
that's
like,
fine.
Yeah.
So do you think I'm real or fake?
Honestly, that's impressive, but I still think you're kind of fake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
See you, dude.
Alright, bye. Oh my god. This is trolling to the next level, guys. What I described right there was actually legit. This was just a random thing I pulled up on the internet. I don't know if it works or not, but man, I'm trolling this guy to the next level. Oh my god. Hello? Didn't you want to call? Huh. I don't know why he's not joining. That's weird. He's the one that wanted to call me. Hello. How's it going, watchful bear? This is Soundrout. So, you believe I'm real now? A-G-D-G-U-S-G. I feel like using my alt today. No, this is my real voice. Oh man, I've been going at it for almost an hour, guys. Impersonating myself is definitely fun, I've gotta say. I've almost forgotten that I'm recording a video. I'm sorry, guys. Well, I think I'm gonna end it off there. It was extremely fun. For me especially. Gosh, I can't believe impersonating myself is actually that much fun. Well, thank you for watching the video. I hope it was interesting, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.
What comes to your mind when you think of the richest player in the biggest MMOs?
4 months ago, I started on a mission to beat Trackmania Nations Forever blindfolded, to see if I could complete my favorite racing game without being able to see. Trackmania Nations Forever has a campaign of 65 tracks, and in order to beat the game, I had to finish every single track. That also includes EO5 Endurance, which is notoriously 60 laps long and takes just under an hour to finish when played at the highest level. And blindfolded, it could take me weeks. But that would be a problem for future virtual to deal with. So far in the blindfolded journey, I'd played for over 50 hours in total, and though it had been a strenuous journey with many tough jumps and obstacles, I was now closer than ever to the goal, having come halfway through the Red Series, and I only had 15 tracks left to beat in the game. So I set out on the final stretch to once and for all be the first person to beat Trackmania Nations Forever blindfolded. First up, there was DO6 Obstacle, a 3-lap track consisting of only wall rides. Going into it, the track looked daunting, but I quickly developed a mixture of listening to when the car shifted gears and counting that made it seem manageable. And as I started driving it, something in me clicked and my visualization of the track became really, really good. My feeling on that was just insane. My body was telling me too much airtime, I release, and then I know I'm pretty late, so I tap left. Ooh, that was nice, man. That was nice. Intuition, gut feeling. Whew. It's getting good now. Why not just one-shot this too? Like, why not just one-shot that? Like, why not? Why not? You know? Just, why not? While we're at it. I feel like I'm actually seeing what I'm doing, even though I'm playing blind right now. I can read it pretty well. Are we going up? Yes. And just like that. And just like that. I mean, come on. 32 minutes for this? Holy shit. Then there was DO7 and DO8 Speed, which both didn't take me too long to complete. But the next track, DO9 Obstacle, kicked things into high gear with the difficulty. And as the name suggests, there were many obstacles I had to overcome. On DO9, I first had to do 2 small turns and drive up a massive sculpture, where I had to be lined up perfectly straight, or else I wouldn't make it to the top. After many attempts and about 20 minutes, I finally managed to get past the start. Go? Please? Make it? Oh yes, let's go. When playing DO9 the intended way, you have to drive a curved sculpture on this track point. But luckily, we managed to find a creative skip where I would first pick up the 2 rings, then respawn, and try to jump out to the right and land on this road. then take the checkpoint in reverse. Get the rings. Can try this, but it's not gonna work. No. Maybe. Oh. Dude, what on earth? What a strat. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dude. I'm in shock. I'm playing so well today. This is crazy. 3-minute DO9. 3-minute DO9. Holy man.
If there's one thing I know about you, even when the chips are down and the hand is dealt, you never, ever give up. I don't know where you are or what trials you're facing, but I have nothing but pity for whoever.
Next up was D10 race, which wasn't really anything special and only required some advanced rerouting to get me to the finish. But then there was D11 acrobatic, a track that I had feared going into the project. On D11 acrobatic, I had to jump and slow down to land perfectly on the first platform, and then do the same for the second one, and also angle my car towards the finish. I quickly found a working count for the first jump, but landing perfectly on the first platform and also having the right angle to make the second jump was a big problem. I did many attempts that night, always just either barely missing the platform, or when I finally landed, I'd drive off. It was starting to get very late into the night, and I was close to giving up, but all of a sudden, the game gave me one final shot at glory. I know I've been here for a while, but I really want to get this. I really want to get this. It's an important patience test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think, and this is really just gut feeling. Do you want to be a millionaire? Like 50-50 gut feeling. If I were to win one 50-50, it would be this one, the ultimate 50-50. I think I have to go a little to the right. One right tap. PF and one right tap. That is my final answer. I'm going to go for it. Please be correct. The 50-50 master. I lose like 1 billion of them, but I win the most important one. That day was a great continuation to the project. I'd finished 6 tracks in total, and I went and got some good rest before continuing the next day on D12 speed. D12 speed is a full speed track, meaning many parts have to be driven without the ability to slow down. So in the start, I had to do a precise chain of inputs to clear a big jump. 2, 3. Okay, nice. Good. Good. Let's see here. So we'll do the safe strat. Nice. That was pretty quick. Are we there? We are. Wait for the unhug. Good. Now it's a 5 count. 1, 2, 3. On 2. Yeah. So that should be enough. okay. Then after making it past the wall ride, I was at the final checkpoint with only one zigzag section to go, which ended up taking me another painstaking 20 minutes of trying. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, dude, get in. Did I finish? There's no way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My god. Oh my god. Screw it.
When there's a big war going on somewhere in the universe, that always reflects on the markets.
Screw that. What a puzzle. But at last, I completed D12 speed and had a good start to the next day. D13 and D14 also went by very fast, and I managed to finish both tracks within the hour. I had only 6 tracks left in the challenge, but this is where the difficulty starts to ramp up. The next track was D15 Endurance, a 10-lap dirt track with big open areas and tons of cacti to crash in. The world record on D15 is 7 minutes, but driving this track blindfolded could easily take me several hours. I did a lot of preparation and practice for D15, but finally I felt pretty confident and mentally prepared to tackle it. I started out strong on D15 with the first lap only taking me 7 minutes, and shortly after that I got the second lap in at 11 minutes. Then my third lap was incredible, taking just 2 minutes and 50 seconds. The pace of each lap really came down to how fast I could find the checkpoint in the open area, and so far I was making really good progress, and I got the fourth lap down in just 7 minutes. Then on the fifth lap, I found the checkpoint almost immediately, and I was on course for another great lap. But then disaster struck. As I jumped off the dirt uphill, I did a small tap to the left, which sent my car off the road and perfectly towards the wrong checkpoint. And to my horror, I picked it up. But it didn't really matter. Wait, no, hang on. No. Bad. That's bad. I had just skipped a checkpoint. My worst nightmare. If I continued driving from here, the lap would not count. So I had to backtrack and try to find the checkpoint I skipped, or else all my progress would be lost. Is it not? Did I skip a checkpoint? Yeah. Okay, I think I got it. I think I got this checkpoint. I would have gotten it by now if I didn't have it already. But no. I almost skipped. Oh my god. Okay, this is gonna be tricky now. I have to do 2 parts in 1. Good check. Honestly, good check. Whew. I would have been so fucked. Luckily, I managed to find the checkpoint I skipped, but I wasn't out of the dirt yet, because now I had to do 2 parts in 1 go. And if I failed, I'd respawn all the way back to the furthest checkpoint, since I already had the other one. It was a big mental strain to recover the mistake. But after about 20 minutes, I finally managed to reach the next checkpoint and continue the run. That was scary. I thought I had to restart and start over and lose all the progress, but at least we can continue now. For the next lap, I was back on pace and I completed it in just 5 minutes. But amidst all of this, I also lost count of the overall lap total. So 30 minutes and a few laps later, I had a nice surprise at the finish line. Oh, that was the last lap! Oh shit! Okay, I thought I had one more. And with that, I'd now beaten all the white, green, blue, and red tracks. The first 60 out of 65 tracks in the game. And now there was only the black tracks left. 5 tracks, all very difficult in terms of endurance and precision. And the first track up was EL1 Obstacle, which just by looking at it might seem impossible. This track is a full speed stunt track, with big jumps and drops and loops that require you to keep full speed throughout the track. And it meant I'd have to string together perfect inputs for over 30 seconds blindfolded, which was a clear no-go. Luckily though, I analyzed the track and found a potential alternative route. I'm not gonna be driving the entire wall ride, trying to do all this perfect, just not. It's not gonna work. So my idea here, drive the boosters, jump out of the wall ride, and fly into here, into the tunnel. Hear me out, hear me out. After making that jump, I will listen for this booster. And when I hear it close enough on my right ear, I will steer to the right and get this checkpoint. After getting this checkpoint, I will drive and pick up this checkpoint. And then, when I have this checkpoint, I will drop down here, gather speed, and jump here. So from this over to the road. Here are the boosters here. Line up for these rings. Collect them. And then I will, with speed, drive, jump into the gap, keep speed and finish. That is the easiest way to finish this map blindfolded. Easiest. So that was the plan. The biggest obstacle in my way was to jump out of the wall ride into the tube. Because even if I landed it, I was so disoriented from the flip, and I had to find a road without any safe edges next to it. But having come this far, I was willing to go a little further and try to overcome this challenge. I decided to give it some attempts that night, and after about 20 minutes, I had my first jump into the tube. Maybe? But how would I know where to go now? Well, I had one trick up my sleeve. Boosters in Trackmania make an ambient humming noise that gets louder and louder the closer you get to the booster. So by listening for this sound, I could more accurately decipher which way my car was facing. But it doesn't stop there, because the audio in Trackmania is 3-dimensional. So if a booster is to the right of your car, you'll hear it more loudly on your right headphone speaker. After landing in the tube, I tried listening through only one headphone at a time to see which side I could hear it loudest on, and then I followed that noise. Using this information, I found out which way my car was facing, and roughly the angle of it too. But knowing exactly when to steer to the right and go onto the road would be a problem. Do I dare to go further? Nah, I gotta commit to the right here. I think I'm there. Oh? Wait, I'm so early. Yo. That is wild. That is actually wild. Alright, let's go. We have a chance to finish this. But by some miracle, I managed to get past the hardest part on EO1 in just 25 minutes of trying, and on my first landing inside the tube. And though I still had some difficult parts to contend with, I felt confident that I would finish the track that night. I continued on and I quickly one-shot the wall ride checkpoint, which felt like a breeze in comparison to what I just passed. Then I had to collect 2 ring checkpoints, which took me a long time, since the jump angle was way more precise than I had thought when planning it out. But finally, I had a chance at getting them too. Okay, please. I'm stuck in one direction, and if I go forwards, I go down a hill. Okay. Good, I know exactly where I am. Oh my god. Yep. I actually got the rings. We only need to finish now. Unreal, man. Absolutely unreal. And with that tiny miracle, I finished EO1 that night after only an hour, which was a track I expected would take me days to complete.
This handcrafted Japanese knife is finally available worldwide. This traditionally handcrafted Japanese knife is taking the world by storm. It can cut anything with its super sharp edge. The best thing is, it's made from special steel that stays ultra sharp. So you don't need a whetstone or knife sharpener. It was created by a third-generation master blacksmith, Sato Minamoto, who lives in Dati City, Hokkaido, Japan. Throughout the ages, this region of Japan has been known for its excellent sword craftsmanship. Master Minamoto was disgusted by the commercially available kitchen knives. They are mass-produced, dull, and can't maintain their sharpness. He discovered that it's apparently a common trick to use low-carbon steel, since it's the cheapest on the market. In their greed, these companies even put people in danger. Since these cheap knives chip easily and leave bits of metal behind in your food, which is just a huge health hazard. He looked for a way to bring his high-quality knives to a wider audience, and started to build on centuries-old Japanese knife designs. For months, he crafted a new type of knife.
Complete. I once again went and got some sleep and continued the next day on EO2. From above, this track looks complicated, but it's connected all the way from the start to the finish, so just finishing it became rather doable. My strategy became to hug the walls and count the checkpoints, and then switch sides whenever needed, and though it took a while, it was a rather easy finish in just under 20 minutes. 3 maps left to go, next up being EO3 Endurance. This is a 3-lap dirt track with big open areas, which once again meant I had to get very creative to finish it. The track ended up taking me over 2 hours, but there really wasn't too much interesting to show. It was just a grind I had to get through. But with EO3 out of the way, we now got to EO4 Obstacle, the penultimate track in the campaign. Apart from EO5 Endurance, this is the track I was the most worried about in the entire Blindfolded project, because this track has everything. It has a part with switching platforms like the one on BO9 Acrobatic, which took me 6 hours to pass on its own. Then another part of the track has the long platforms without any safe walls next to them, like on CO9 Race, which alone took me 8 hours to pass. Then take into consideration the many sequences of jumps and turns where you have to keep speed, and yeah, you've got yourself a pretty difficult track blindfolded. I knew that on paper EO4 Obstacle was finishable blindfolded, but actually doing it in a run would require some incredible ingenuity from me and my community. In order to finish the track, I decided to go for an alternative route that would allow me to skip driving on the platforms without walls as much as possible, and save myself some trouble. But it also meant I'd have to do a few additional hard jumps to complete the track. But still, it was the lesser of two evils. So with a lot of practice on this route, I started trying to finish EO4 Obstacle blindfolded. The first thing I had to do was turn around on the start, and try to reach this platform just behind it, to pick up the first checkpoint in the alternative route. From there, I had to jump back to the start block, figure out which direction my car was angled, and do a precise series of jumps to go through this ring and land on the platform. This part took me around 1.5 hours, but finally I had this attempt. I thought I was on the left wall. No, I take it back, I actually was on the left wall. I'm very sure. Nice. After making it up on the platform, it was time for another strategy that we conceived of. The Slinky. The plan here was to first locate the corner of the platform, then turn fully backwards and left until the car hit the wall, and then drive forwards and right until the car hit the wall again, much like a Slinky rolling down a set of stairs. After doing it 3 times, my car was now perfectly aligned for a drop down into the next checkpoint, and all I had to do was clutch it.
Okay, alright, okay. God bless this map is difficult, man. Holy shit.
And that was the first part done. Now only 8 more to go. Luckily for me though, I was picking up the pace, and somehow managed to do this next part in only 20 minutes.
A bit too much. That is the second hard part of this map. Done.
After that, I had to pick up this ring, and the only way of doing it was driving on the platforms without walls. But I felt great about my progress so far, and I knew that with a little patience, I'd get it soon enough.
Okay.
With that out of the way, I had to reverse and pick up the last ring, which really wasn't too hard. But now the real struggle begins. In order to make further progress on the track, I had to make it from this checkpoint all the way down to this checkpoint. The usual way to do this is to drive on the platforms without walls, doing tight turns for about 20 seconds, and then dropping down on this block, driving perfectly straight, and steering left to jump into this gap and reach the checkpoint. I realized there was just no way I'd manage to do that blindfolded, so in order to get past this, I thought of a very intricate workaround. First, I had to reverse all the way until I hit the back wall. Then I went forwards again and steered left to crash into this sign, so that the car would shift gears just before I had to steer to the right. Then I'd do one precise right turn, one left turn, and try to land on this platform. Once I landed here, I'd hug the wall all the way to the corner and set up backwards. And then I performed another slinky strat, crashing back and forth 5 times, which ultimately put me facing the wall perfectly above the block I had to get to. Then I had to drive backwards, drop down, land on the platform, drive backwards for about 2 seconds, and stop the car. If I managed to do all of this correctly, the car would now shift gears just before the end of the platform. And that was again my sound cue for when to steer to the left. But I'd still have to make that jump into the gap. I spent several hours on this checkpoint trying to get it over and over and over again. I got to the final platform a few times, but I struggled to time the steering correctly. And then I had this attempt, an attempt where I finally felt like I did everything correctly. In reality, I failed to jump from the platform, landing on the grass, and I could tell that my car was upside down. But in my mind, I didn't land on the grass. I envisioned that I'd made it through the gap. I could hear the ambience of the booster, and I was convinced that I just landed in front of the checkpoint upside down. And when upside down, the Trackmania car has a very slow default movement. So I thought there was a chance that the car might roll into the checkpoint eventually. There was no way for me to know what actually happened, but I knew I'd be kicking myself if I reset just before the checkpoint line. That night, around 1,000 people watched a blindfolded man getting ever more excited about a car lying upside down.
Let's chat gem personal loans that you can work to your advantage. Rates now start from just 8.99% fixed per annum.
You can also pay faster to save on interest. Ready, set, go for it. Don't worry.
What's up everyone, Salt here. So I have a tutorial, but anyways, let's go ahead and the easiest way to make a nether portal that I've seen. This is done by Dream on his YouTube channel. Go check him out. He does a lot of cool videos, but this is how he does his portals, and there wasn't a lot of explanations on how to do it, so I figured I would do a tutorial on it. So what you want to do here is find a lava pool, like I found here in this plains biome here, and you want to find a strip of 4 lava here. Now this is key, and you want to place a block right here. So you want to have a block of cobblestone or whatever it is that you have in the early game, and then you want to take a bucket here. So as far as what you're going to need is you're just going to need some building blocks, a stone pickaxe, a water bucket, and a flint and steel. I almost forgot to mention that, but it's only 4 iron and you can get straight to the 1.16 nether. But anyways, you place this block here, you place a water bucket here, and then you want to break this cobblestone, break the 2 blocks underneath. And then you want to grab your buckets of lava here and place them underneath. And what this does is it creates the base for your portal. So you got your bottom 2 and then your first 2 for the top section, right? But anyways, this is very important here. This next part, you want to stick 3 blocks up from this right here, this obsidian right here, on the right side, and place a block over it. Next, you come over to the left side here with this obsidian, and you place 2 blocks right here. So what this is going to do is when you place your water bucket right here, is it's going to stop the water from spreading everywhere and killing your lava pool, and it's also going to make it so that you can build the portal here. So you pick up a lava bucket, place it, make it so that you can build the portal here. From spreading everywhere, what it's going to do is when you place your water bucket right here, is it's going to stop the water from spreading everywhere and killing your lava water bucket, and you place 2 blocks right here. So what this is going to do is when you place your water bucket right here, this next part, you want to stick 3 blocks up from this right here, this obsidian right here, on the blocks up from this right here, this obsidian right here. On the right side, and obsidian, and you place 2 blocks right here. So what this is going to do is when you place your water bucket right here, is it's going to stop the water from spreading everywhere and killing your lava pool, and it's also going to make it so that you can build the portal here. So you pick up a lava bucket, place it, place it, place it, and you place it in the places that you need for a portal here.
We all know about nether fortresses, and since, well, the new update for Minecraft is about the nether, I decided I may as well make a decent guide about how to find a nether fortress. So, there are a few key things to note about typically how nether fortresses spawn. I said typically, so that doesn't mean that this will be 100% accurate. So, before we get into finding it, there is one thing that I need to tell you before you start finding another fortress. So this technique was created by Skillsman quite some time ago, but basically what you do is you put a cobblestone block and you have a torch that's facing your portal just in case you remember where your nether portal is. Or you can just, well, write down the coordinates of your portal and you'd be safe. So, first of all, first thing you want to do is nether fortresses are found typically in open areas. So if you find a lava lake and it's this huge open area, go ahead and explore it a little bit. There's a higher chance that you might find another fortress. The second tip, from my experience, it's a lot easier to find nether fortresses whenever you are in the nether waste biome. So the nether waste biome was the old nether. So if you go to a part of the new nether that is the old nether, then you basically can find them a lot easier that way. They're easier to see, and I don't think they have a higher spawn rate, but they are a lot easier to find if you're in the old nether biome. So yeah, the next tip is just search around. They're not that hard to find. Although saying that, you want to avoid Ghostland valleys because of the fact, Soul Sand valleys, because of the fact that a lot of gas spawn there. So you want to avoid that. You also want to avoid Crimson Valley biomes because of the hoglins. For piglins, you can just wear golden armor, and as long as you don't open a chest or you mine gold blocks, the piglins will not get mad at you. So, yeah, it's mostly the hoglins that you need to be careful of. So if there is another fortress that is on the border of a crimson biome, just create a bridge that's above the hoglins and the biome so that the mobs don't kill you. But yeah, those are pretty much tips on how to find another fortress. Remember, the biggest tip that I can give you is just find an open space. Preferably with a lava lake, like I said earlier. And also, a lot of nether fortresses can spawn inside of a hill or a mountain or a cliff. So that's why a lot of times there's a lot of hallways of nether fortresses that are inside the netherrack, inside a hill or a cliff. So just if you see an open ocean of lava and you see a cliff, there could possibly be another fortress there. Possibly. Now, there's no exact formula and miracle to find other fortresses. This is just from my experience and from what I know. Hopefully it's helpful. And yeah. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, then let me know. And if you're still confused and you still don't know how to find another fortress, then let me know in the comments down below, and, well, I'll see if I can help you out. But that's pretty much the tips that I have from my experience. So always look out for the ocean, the lava lake oceans, basically. Now, there is one thing before I go, and that is there is a rare chance for another fortresses to spawn in closed areas, or like really close to the roof of a biome. So that is possible, but that's a lot more difficult to happen. Now, if you do see another, if you see like a pillar of nether bricks randomly, then you have found another fortress. So yeah, and if you are digging around the nether and you find this hallway with nether bricks on the bottom, which that also means you have found another fortress. So yeah, they're usually 5x5 holes or hallways. Probably not exactly correct, so don't take my word on that, but that's pretty much how large they are. But how large they are. But anyways, for real now, that's all the tips that I have. And if there's anything that you need help on for finding another fortress, let me know. This is sort of my best explanation or my best attempt at trying to teach you how to find another fortress. So, like I said earlier, there's no exact formula, and there's only speculation. But anyways, thanks for watching.
Yo everyone, what's going on? Curryway here, and today I have a video that a lot of people have probably wanted to see for a while now. This is going to be kind of a tutorial, kind of a walkthrough on how I believe you can get a sub 30 Minecraft speedrun. There's a lot of things that we're going to talk about. This is an example run. This run ends up being 24 minutes long, but there's a lot of things that you can make up time for in that 6-minute period to still get a sub 30. So the first thing that I think is really important if you're going for a sub 30 time is you want to reset your overworlds specifically for a village. I know there's a lot of new exciting strats in speedrunning, but to be honest, if you're going for a sub 30, the only one that I think is necessary / mandatory is Bastion knowledge. Anything else I think is just good to know, but definitely not at all necessary for a sub 30. And to be honest, if you're feeling lucky, Bastion knowledge isn't even necessary for a sub 30. But this run is utilizing Bastion knowledge. So again, as always, I will link T-Wag and Fyro's channels in the description down below. Super good Bastion routing. It'll help you become a better speedrunner. It's honestly just good if you play normal survival and you just want gold blocks. But yeah, let's talk about what I'm doing right now. But definitely go check out the Bastion stuff. I'll talk about more about the Bastions when we get in the Nether. But right now, you can see that I just made stone tools, and you'll notice that I didn't make a wood axe. Or, not a wood axe, sorry. A stone pickaxe is what I did not make. I still have my wood pickaxe. The reason I do that, and you may have seen me do this in a lot of my other runs, is because I'm relying on doing what's called COD strats. And basically what that is you take the wheat in the village. I always grab 14 hay bales, 7 for myself and 7 for the trade. And the reason you do this is you trade 60 wheat to a farm villager with a composter, I believe is how it's pronounced. And what you do is you trade him the wheat, and he'll give you 3 emeralds. And then what you do is you craft a bucket, which you'll see me also do. And then you craft a barrel, you give it to a villager, he'll become a fisherman, and then he will have a trade for a bucket, which you'll see. So this villager still doesn't have the farming trade, so I'm just going to keep replacing that composter for him to try and get it. And then you can see I have 2 villagers here. The fisherman has the bucket trade. This one has the wheat trade, so I'm able to turn the hay bales into wheat, trade the wheat, and then trade the emeralds for the bucket, like so. And I highly recommend everyone do that. And the reason that I do that is because then when I kill the iron golem, I'm guaranteeing myself an iron pickaxe. And I highly recommend this strat for anyone going for a sub 30, because guaranteeing yourself an iron pickaxe and not relying on iron later on the run is super crucial to getting a consistent time. And I think it's almost mandatory for beginner runners. I think it's a really good strategy. So you'll see I got 4 iron, which is good. You'll get 3 to 5, and even if you don't get 4 iron, you can still light the portal with wood, which is really good. I'm crafting some more food here, and then I'm going to make my iron pickaxe and grab some more beds, and then I'm going to head out of this village. Now, I think I only grabbed 5 beds in this village. You know, grab what you're comfortable with. I think this village actually only had 5 beds, but that's okay. You know, you can always craft more beds if you're using a bastion. You're going to get some string. But I think starting with a village and guaranteeing yourself at least, you know, even 2 to 3 beds is enough that when you are going for a bastion later and doing string trades, you don't have to stress too much about, am I going to have enough beds? Am I going to get enough string for wool? And then you can also just kill sheep here too if you're super uncomfortable. Again, this run is 24